Hello, and thank you for joining us on another episode of The Eagle. The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission EFCC, which started with just 6 officers representing the 6 geopolitical zones, including Abuja, located at Lagos, Kano, Enugu, Port Harcourt, and Gombe, today have 15 officers referred as Zonal Directorate. These administrative and operational officers are peculiar in their own merit. Today, in our new segment, Zonal Focus, we will be highlighting activities of the 15 Zonal Directorates of the Commission, starting with that of the Enugu Zonal Directorate. My name is Aisha Mohammed, and with me on the program is
Abbas Abubakar Umar. Zonal Directorates of the Commission were primarily set up to be closer to the grassroots, which from all indications received the greatest impact of economic and financial crimes and corruption. Before we proceed to Zonal Focus, let us update on the activities of the Commission.
The Council of Nigerian Youth Advocates (CNYA) has named the Executive Chairman of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission (EFCC), Ola Olukoide, a peak performer, icon of nation building, at an award presentation that took place at the EFCC's corporate headquarters. The honor, according to the Council, is in appreciation of Olukoide's leadership, excellence, immense contribution towards youth and women empowerment and human transformation. Our reporter, Chukutami Eche, tells us more.
The president of the council, Ambassador Haruna Gambari, who spoke through the CNYA's Director of Programs, Mohammed Abdulrazak, stated that Olukoide's leadership style and record achievements in office have made it difficult not to acknowledge and honor him. He reviewed the activities of the EFCC since Olukoide assumed office and applauded his strides, maintaining that the commission under his watch is getting better.
These are the field delegations from the Council of Nigerian Youth Advocates. And we have been following your activities in the Commission, and honestly, we are proud of you and the way Nigeria have confidence in you, and also our President, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Also, the Council is ready to partner with you to ensure we have corruption-free in Nigeria.
Speaking further on the need for a concerted support for the Commission, he called all well-meaning Nigerians to stand behind the EFCC in its fight against economic and financial crimes, which he said are evils brought upon the country by a few corrupt Nigerians. Olukoide, in his remarks, lauded the Council for recognizing EFCC's efforts in the anti-corruption fight and publicly identifying with the Commission. The EFCC boss further pointed out that the future of youths in the country has been devastated by corruption and urged every youth to rise up in battle against corruption.
I want to also send you back to the youth. That is where your assignment begins. We need to reorientate ourselves. Go back, let them know. When you get crumbs from all these people, it's your future they are eating. They are giving you crumbs of your future that they are eating.
Ojo Chukutami Eche, reporting for The Eagle.
Justice Alexander Owe of the Federal High Court sitting in Ikoyi, Lagos, has ordered the interim forfeiture of the sum of 31 million naira only and 4 properties linked to one Obiajulu Emeka Emmanuel. The properties are a 4-bedroom terrace duplex, a 3-bedroom terrace duplex, 4 units of 1-bedroom apartment, and 2 units of 2-bedroom apartment situated in various locations across Lagos State. Our reporter has the details on this.
The judge gave the order following a motion experte filed by the Lagos Zonal Directorate 1 of Economic and Financial Crimes Commission EFCC through its lawyer, CC Okezi. Moving the application for the interim forfeiture order, Okezi told the court that the application was supported by an 8-paragraph affidavit deposed by Yusuf Hassan, an investigating officer of the EFCC. She told the court that the properties were reasonably suspected to have been acquired with proceeds of unlawful activities. Justice Oye, having been fully persuaded with the evidence presented before the court, granted the application as prayed. The judge also directed the commission to publish the interim order in any national newspaper to enable any interested person appear before the court and show cause why the funds and properties should not be finally forfeited to the federal government of Nigeria. Amina Kawa reporting for The Eagle.
Welcome back. The Enugu Zonal Directorate Office was set up early 2006 but took off administratively in July 19, 2006 under the leadership of Hyacinth Edozie.
Ever since inception, the zone had had 14 officers, most of whom were seconded from the Nigerian police force. After 19 years of its establishment, the Enugu Zonal Directorate is presently having her second woman at the helms of affairs after Olufunke Adetayo. She is ACE1 Aisha Abubakar, who until her posting was the acting head of investigation at the headquarters in Abuja. In this first edition of the segment, the Eagle crew had a chat with her on her experiences so far, her innovative strides and the prospects facing the zone.
Dear viewer, this is the maiden edition of our segment from the Zonal Directorate. Today we are featuring activities from Enugu Zonal Directorate. We will begin with an incisive interview with the Zonal Director, ACE1 Aisha Abubakar. You're welcome. So what has been your experience so far, like in terms of progress and intervention so far?
Oh, it's been a very fulfilling experience. Of course, it always comes with challenges. Well, it's been up and down, so lots of progress in terms of over time with the commission, with the help of the commission, I've built a lot of capacity. And relying on that capacity that the commission had enhanced for me through training, seminars, and my work experience over the time, I'm now leaning back on it now it's making it easier for me to achieve my set out goals and to deliver on the mandate of the commission as it were today.
Having said all this, I believe there will be challenges, or is there any? What are your challenges?
Of course, there's always challenges on the job. Nothing is ever a smooth ride. But I think I thank God so far. There's been challenges on so many areas. Well, capacity, not just my own side now, the staff capacity, which we're working on in terms of enhancing it through trainings. The commission is doing a lot by, sending staff for training, and we're doing in-house capacity building. Like today, Thursday is our lecture days, and through collaboration again, I have had course to visit sister agencies who've worked on capacity building on both sides. We give to them and they give to us. So we share where we have common areas, we work together, we synergize to advance our individual course and goals. So other challenges again would be, of course, logistics. It's, generally in life, you never have enough of everything, but you have to make do of you have to make do with what you have. Yeah. And I've learned over time to use what I have to achieve what I want. So in terms of logistics, we're doing a lot in refurbishing, whether furniture, whether vehicles. So far, in this short time, just about 1 month of my being here, we've refurbished 2 buses. I have the intention of refurbishing at least 4. So far we have successfully done 2. The third one would leave maybe by next week, where we would also do something. So on furniture, we have taken down out our old furnitures, those that need to be, refurbished. We're refurbishing them, tables, chairs, and everything. So we're doing that. And then sensitizing, talking to ourselves, encouraging ourselves, synergizing with sister agencies. And again, within the command, we're working on building confidence, owing from the challenge we had with I came and met the challenge of the death of our staff, which had eroded the confidence of staff. So I'm doing all that I can to boost their confidence, their morale towards the job. Well, and because of that, we had also gone ahead to collaborate with sister agency in terms of workforce and support because of the sensitivity of the zone. Intelligence sharing, like you have seen in several publications. We went as far as going to the Army. They have also pledged their support anytime. Intelligence sharing, we're already working on it. They've sent us some intelligence. They wanted something too in terms of helping them monitor certain areas, and we're working on it. We've gone to the Nigerian Customs. But before then, we had talked about building capacity. We need to sensitize our men so that on both sides we understand our mandate. And after that, we'll go out so that we talk on the same page, so that we're not on cross purposes or crossroads. So we've also spoken with the synergies already smoothly running with the FIRS. They were one of the first to support me when I got here. We had a problem with our exhibit dump, which was always flooded with water. I called them, and they were able to send me immediately their forklift, which we used to move a lot of about 24 exhibit vehicles to a safer place, which we go to enhance our mandate on exhibit management, care and custody. Then other than that, I've also been to the Nigerian immigrations, to the prisons, and I hope that at the end of the day, this will culminate into a smoother, safer working experience here.
What are your prospects?
My prospect is to make this place a safer, comfortable working environment for the staff, so that once, in terms of power supply, logistic, working tools, once they have it, it will boost their morale towards achieving the desired goal. Then other than that, in terms of capacity building, we have already done a full year roster as to the different trainings we're going to have. We're going to utilize the knowledge in-house from the sectional heads and everybody with the identified knowledge. And then we've also gone ahead to also identify colleagues that have retired that could add value. In addition to the sister agencies we're going to collaborate with, like the NDLEA too, they're going to come talk to our staff on drug, abuse and all. We have the Nigerian prisons, so that at the end of the day, when the staff leaves here, he is aware of his strengths and his weakness, his functions, the duties upon him, and how he will carry it out. Then secondly, the prospect again is to ensure that the core mandate of the Commission is well advanced in terms of the nature and quality of investigation. Once there's capacity building, then the quality of investigation will be enhanced, and that way the output in the court will be better, and that would lead to better, convictions. Yes. And then secondly, in terms of the outlook, the image of the Commission, we want to enhance the staff to become very professional and meticulous in all that they do, so that the image, and then we want to also through our media, and that's why I've been going going everywhere, needing synergy and collaboration, so that we have a very, very good working relationship. The people who've had radio programs, we've been going out to sensitize people also in radio programs to tell them talk to them about what we do, and to let them out, to clear the misunderstood image of the Commission out there.
The misconceptions.
The misconceptions and the we realize that mostly it's lack of awareness.
Yeah.
Some people think that this place is just a dungeon, or some are so scared, or they feel it's too sophisticated for them. So we're going out there to tell them that it's a very simple process. It's costless. Yes. And then thirdly, we also want to insist on compliance, to get people aware of the law and compliance. That would lead to deterrence.
Arising from its position as the headquarters of the Southeast Zone, Enugu State, with its capital Enugu being a major metropolitan city, is sharing similarities, especially on commerce and land matters, with other states including Anambra, Ebonyi, Abia and Imo State respectively. This social peculiarity comes with lots of challenges involving a prevalence of certain forms of crimes such as cybercrime, Ponzi scheme, land and property scams, among others. We spoke with the acting head investigation of the Zonal Directorate, Ayo Faduhunsi, on how it has been in terms of operational experiences in the zone.
How do you describe your experience on, general investigations with regards to peculiarities of the zone? For example, land cases and all that.
Well, thank you so much. When we talk about investigation, it's similar everywhere. It's almost the same thing everywhere. However, we have territorial peculiarities, okay? When you look at Lagos and when you look at someone like Gombe, they may not be the same thing when it comes to investigation because there are peculiarities. Same thing with the Southeast. Here in Enugu, okay, and the Southeast generally, the issue of land is a big deal. Oil is the gold in the Southeast. And so we discovered that there are a lot of issues with land scam and property scam. And so it's a very, very complex case. And, almost every land, or a large proportion of the land in the Southeast are disputed. And if you've been following the news, you have heard of complaints even involving some celebrities, involving some ex-superstars and all that, who have had one problem or the other. Even top politicians, peps, they've had to come, okay, to the EFCC, regarding one land matter or the other. I don't want to mention names, but I want to say that the EFCC has done marvelously well in handling these cases. It's not one or two. We have tons and tons of it. And because that's the peculiarity of the Southeast, we have braced ourselves up. We have a high-powered team, okay, that deals with land and property fraud matters. Okay, we assemble a team of experts who are skilled in law, who are skilled in property and quantity surveying and stuff like that. And their duty is to, take their time, okay, investigate thoroughly all issues of land matters. We have people we work with, our partners, including the Ministry of Land, as the case may be, Ministry of Justice, and so many other people here and there. So when it comes to land matter, it's a very, very peculiar area for the Southeast, and we have always done our best to ensure that we are always very, very thorough with investigations regarding land matters.
In addition to land and property related matters, the Southeast Zone has over the years become known as one of the hotbeds for cybercrime, popularly called Yahoo Yahoo in the Nigerian parlance. Aside other reasons that may be adduced for this, the most obvious one is the large number of tertiary institutions in the zone, with its attendant large number of young ones who are mostly involved in this type of crime. Head Cybercrime Section of the Enugu Zonal Directorate, ACE2, Daniel Laladi, also fielded questions from the Eagle crew.
So, would you consider Southeast Zone as a hotbed of cybercrime?
I will answer yes, with all sense of responsibility. Because of the recent activities, because of the recent arrests, and because of some research available, I will consider Enugu and some states in this Southeast as a very big hotbed for cybercrime. in the sense that the research has proven that if you arrest probably 10 people in Enugu State today, you can be rest assured that at least 6 to 7 of them will be involved in cybercrime. So based on these facts, I would say that Enugu and some states in this southeast are hotbeds for cybercrime.
What do you think would discourage youth from engaging in cybercrime?
The underlying factors that lead youth venturing into cybercrime are many. And some of these include unemployment, the growing rate of unemployment, a lack of capable guidance to guide the youth to do the right thing. Our parenting at home, and the world itself is changing. So the economy is going digital, and it comes with a lot of opportunity for youths, and also because of excessive greed and inordinate desire for quick wealth, youth are taken into cybercrime. Instead of channeling their creativity into something useful for this country, they decide to take off to cybercrime and other cyber-related activities.
In rounding up today's episode of Zonal Focus, our correspondent asked the acting head of legal and prosecution, Menfos Adaka Eko, what it looked like working with the bar and the bench in the zone and the everyday challenges he and his colleagues face in prosecuting economic and financial crime suspects.
So what has been your relationship with judiciary in the zone?
Our relationship with the judiciary in this zone is very cordial, especially with the Federal High Court. And that's why we have, in the past few years, recorded high number of convictions. So if we don't have a very cordial relationship with them, then our work, there's no way we could have achieved that great success.
Are there challenges in your interactions with the bar and the bench?
The challenge of assignment of cases, the administrative issue, that is peculiar to the state high courts.
Yes.
Some state high courts in this zone. But however, there are other challenges generally, nationwide, which is not peculiar to either the Federal High Court or the State High Court. It's like problem of congestion of cases. It's not peculiar to any court. Even in the face of this challenge, we are still making progress. And the Federal High Courts have been very, very cooperative in this regard.
I understand that you've been involved in some major Ponzi scheme cases. What are the status of these cases, and what are your advice to our people, especially those in this southeastern part of the country?
Yes, the Ponzi scheme cases is very notorious in this part of the country because of the high volume of business, the high volume of money, and the desire and the culture of the people here to engage in business, to make money, to make profit. So it makes this zone very gullible to Ponzi schemes. So every now and then you have Ponzi scheme operators coming here. And we on our part, we have been very, very proactive. We educate the people. We go out there to arrest and investigate and prosecute the perpetrators of this crime. And so we have a lot of cases going on in court. We have achieved success in some. Some were even convicted. Properties were recovered from them. That's proceeds of crime. And the courts make an order that those properties should be given or returned to the victims of the offense. And there are some of these cases that are even on appeal, the Court of Appeal, Supreme Court.
And with that, we have come to the end of this week's episode of The Eagle. Keep sending in your messages, enquiries, and suggestions to info@efcc.gov.ng. You can also call us on 0809 3322 644. Also use the EFCC mobile app, the Eagle app, to report any fraud you see happening around you. You download the app, you follow the steps, and report fraud on the go. And you can also take pictures of corrupt practices and upload them.
Also, remember to join us every Wednesday evening at 6 p.m. on our web-based town hall meeting called EFCC Connect, where we answer your questions and not your observations of the corruption fight in order to serve you better. We also urge you to listen to EFCC Radio 97.3 FM, Voices Against Economic and Financial Crimes. I am Abbas Abubakar.
And I am Aisha Mohammed.